CL Brown says that video of Charles at the whiteboard was what sold me to LOL. Cardano has been my baby since. I agree. I have a
Yes.
long-term view. My long-term view is unchanged. My long-term view of Cardano is it's the best proof of stake project out there,
Yes.
regardless of the hiccups. You know, all these hiccups we're running into right now, Philippe,
Yeah.
these are the scars we earn. These are the stories we will tell 10 years from now.
Yes.
We will
Yes.
say 10 years from now, those of us here in the chat, those of us in the project now, 10 years from now, we'll be the ones who look back and say, I was there. I felt the pain.
Yes. 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 You have to have a long-term vision with these things. Just to remind you, you're not this is not a get rich quick scheme. There are a few people that do get rich quick in these type of bull markets and when crypto runs and rallies, but this is a long game. This is a long game. I want to remind everyone that the company Amazon came out in like 1997, I believe. That's when their IPO was, and it was around $1. And then early in the 2000s, it rushed up to almost $100 and then went back down to $10 for the longest time. So from like 2000 to 2010, for a decade, the growth was extremely slow. But there were people that understood the vision of what Amazon was going to be. And there are people that held since 1997 all the way until now when the stock is almost $2,000 a share. So you have to have a long-term vision. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like I have a good gut when it comes to these kind of things. I have a gut feeling that certain things are going to work because I do my research. It's not just a fairy tale. I really look into what's going to happen. And, you know, I saw, I mean, I'm young, so I wasn't able to invest in Amazon in 1997, but I did invest in Amazon in 2012, 2013. And I did invest in Apple. I did invest in Google. I did invest in these companies that over longer periods of time, they grow, they grow, they grow, and they grow. And once again, I'm late to that boat because I wasn't able to invest 10, 20 years ago. But this opportunity now, let's look 5 years into the future. Let's look 10 years into the future. And I don't even think it's going to take 10 years to tell you the truth. You know, I think it's a few years before we see something astronomical because this is a whole new industry. So, yeah, I mean, good luck to everyone, but that's my play. And you put your money where you feel like you want to put your money at. And if you don't feel like you want to take that risk, just sit it out. Sit it out. There will be other opportunities that present themselves. So sorry for that rant.
No, that's a good rant. I went through the same process. It happened to me with gold, Amazon, Google. I didn't have investment money then. I was raising a family. I had zero expendable income. The only thing I had was credit card debt. You can't buy stocks with credit card debt. So I knew, and with Bitcoin, and I said, Bitcoin got kind of, so I said, I'm not missing this boat.
Yeah.
Every payday, I take a little chunk and I buy a little bit of Ada.
Yes. 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 I purchased my first little chunk of BTC in, I believe, 2012. And it was a small chunk. And I was in college then, so I didn't have a lot of expendable income. And, you know, it just sat on it, you know? So it's just, I don't know. You just got to figure out what you want and then just sit long term for it. And, you know, hopefully things work out.
Yep.
But
I did the same thing with Bitcoin. Just bought
yeah.
a little bit, not even whole Bitcoin at some points, and said, I mean, because I couldn't afford whole Bitcoin, even in 2013, 14. So